Three students are discussing finding a job after graduation.
Hey guys, have you thought about what you want to do after graduation? I've been researching job opportunities, and I'm leaning toward joining a big company. The structured training programs they offer seem really valuable for professional development, not to mention the clear promotion paths. I think starting in a well-established organization could really set the foundation for a successful career.
That's interesting. I've actually been volunteering at a small charity organization, and I've really enjoyed the experience. For me, success isn't about climbing the corporate ladder or earning a high salary. I find the work meaningful, and the environment is so supportive. I might even consider staying in the nonprofit sector after graduation. After I start working, I plan to live with my parents, and they're happy to live with me as well.
Wow, you both already have such clear plans. I'm still figuring things out. To be honest, I'm thinking about staying here to pursue a postgraduate degree in psychology. I feel like I have time to explore my options, and further study might help me narrow down what I really want to do.
That's fair, but it's still good to start planning early. Maybe you could try out different jobs or internships while you're studying. That way, you can get a sense of what you enjoy or what you're good at before committing to a specific path.
I agree. Keeping an open mind and gaining diverse experiences can be really helpful. What you do now doesn't have to define your future career. It's more about exploring and learning about yourself. Plus, you might discover unexpected passions along the way.
You've both given me a lot to think about. I think I'll start doing some research tonight and maybe look into part-time work or internships. It's nice to know I don't have to figure this all out alone.
No problem at all. If you need help sifting through internship postings, just let me know. I've got a folder full of resources for different industries. Tech, finance, even some creative fields. And hey, if you find something that sparks your interest, we can brainstorm how to tailor your application to stand out.
That's a great offer. I can chime in too. Nonprofits have unique application quirks, like emphasizing passion over past experience. I've learned a lot about writing cover letters that connect personal stories to an organization's mission. Plus, if you want to dip a toe into the nonprofit world, I can introduce you to the team at my charity. They're always looking for extra help on weekends.
You guys are the best. Having a starting point and people to bounce ideas off of makes this feel way less overwhelming. Let me start with research for part-time jobs tonight. Thanks for the advice.
3 students are discussing how to write essays.
Hi everybody. Our first essays in the university are going to be handed in next week. Are you ready?
Not yet. But I will write it at this weekend. I am very sure it will be no problem.
To be honest, this task really drives me mad. I feel like this essay is just way too hard. I have absolutely no idea how to even start. Not a single idea in my head. And I've been staring at this blank page all day. My hands are cold, my stomach's in knots, and my head feels like it's going to explode. I'm terrified I'm going to get a terrible score.
Don't worry about it. Just start by jotting down any ideas that pop into your head, no matter how random or messy they seem. You don't have to worry about organizing them perfectly at first. You can always sort them out and make sense of everything afterward. The important thing is just to get your thoughts down on paper.
I have a more chill way of doing things. I usually go to a cafe to write, and I don't put too much pressure on myself in such a relaxing environment. Laptops are often used there, but I just use paper and a pen to jot down some notes. Sitting in the cafe, sipping a drink, I feel completely relaxed. No deadlines in my head, just letting ideas flow naturally.
Okay, fine. But now I've got a new problem. Even when I do have ideas, I have zero clue how to start the intro. Like seriously, introductions are my arch nemesis.
My advice is, you can just start by writing the main body of the article first. Once you get going, you'll naturally figure out what to keep and what to cut, and then you'll have a much clearer idea of what you want to say in the introduction. You'll notice it's actually the same approach you use when you're writing a summary.
Oh, so you can actually do it this way. I thought I had to start with the introduction and just write step by step. Your suggestion is really eye-opening. I'm feeling way less stressed now, and I'm actually starting to feel like I can handle writing this essay. It'd be awesome to get some more specific, detailed tips though, like how to organize my ideas or structure my points, that would really help me move forward.
How about this Thursday we have a little group session just for you? Bring along your plans and ideas, and we'll sit down together, look through everything and help you polish and brainstorm. We'll throw ideas around, help you shape your points, and get you unstuck. Just remember, we're here to give you a boost and get you rolling, not to write the whole thing for you. You've got this.
Really, I hope it won't take up too much of your time. I'd really appreciate it. Once I finish this essay, I'll take you both out for a proper meal to say thanks. Something nice and relaxing. Maybe even your favorite place.
Three students are discussing whether they should take part in a field trip organized by the university.
Honestly, my part-time shifts conflict with the field trip, and it will cost me a lot of money. But even if I take the day off, the lost wages would set me back more than I can afford right now. So I think I'll have to sit this one out. After all, the trip is just an optional one.
You are right, optional. But I will definitely go. The trip will be so great for all people. Business majors can visit a hotel by sea to see how it is run. Those who major in geography will be glad to see a beach, and I believe the beach cleanup activity will attract them. I am a history major, and the field trip includes a history museum, which ties perfectly into my research on maritime trade. So why miss out on a free trip with friends?
Let me think twice. A free trip with a lot of friends? I have to admit it will definitely a great chance to socialize. You know, I've been wanting to meet more people outside my major. Maybe I'll see if I can swap my work shift. My coworker owes me a favor, so fingers crossed.
I won't go either. Although I am from the business department, I see no point for business students to go so far just to visit a seashore hotel. Hotels are almost everywhere in the city, aren't they? A seashore one won't make any difference. Isn't it just a glorified ad for the resort sponsor?
All the same as hotels in the city? I am afraid not. In fact, a hotel by sea involves very different management than the urban counterparts. And you can imagine guests on the beach will raise many different requests to the hotel. So you can learn a new style of hotel management.
You are so persuasive, and now I'd love to, but I will have a very, very important football match that weekend to take part in. I am one of the team's starters, so my absence would drive the coach and my teammates mad. You don't know how long and how hard all of us have been preparing for the match.
I see your point. However, I really hope you can reconsider the field trip and join us. Besides, the hotel will help you a lot on your major. Don't forget the history museum I just mentioned. I hear the museum has a wonderful sports history section. Didn't you say your team's researching athlete nutrition trends? You could totally find relevant archives or old studies there, and that could even give your team an edge.
Well, the sports history section does sound interesting. Our coach has been pushing us to study past training methods lately, but the football tournament is a big deal for our team. We've been practicing for months. I'll think about it, but don't get your hopes up.
Okay, no, you guys have got me tempted. Everyone keeps saying the beach cleanup activity is a good icebreaker among people from different departments. Plus, I've never been to that history museum, and it might be a nice change from my usual routine, but no promises.
3 students are discussing the best ways to get to university, each sharing their own experiences, worries, and suggestions.
I really hate taking the train to university. It's always late, and that's made me late for class so many times. I've been thinking about buying a car lately, but honestly, a car might be way too expensive for me right now. I can barely cover my tuition and rent as it is.
Oh, I've never had that trouble with buses. I love commuting by bus. Every morning I take the first bus, which gets me to campus with plenty of time. On the ride, I can prepare for my lectures, go over class materials, read academic articles, or even watch short study videos. Plus, I really enjoy the quietness of the early morning. It helps me calm down before a busy day, though I have to admit, a bus may be stuck in the traffic sometimes.
That traffic issue is real, but cars aren't the solution either. Parking on campus is a nightmare, and gas costs add up fast. I live super close to campus, so I just run to school every day. It saves me money and keeps me in shape. Instead of a car, why not try a bicycle? It's fast enough to get to university on time, and it's great exercise too. And honestly, I think buses are better than cars.
You're right about buses getting stuck in traffic. I've heard so many people complain about that, but since my train is even less reliable, I'm actually willing to try taking the bus. Though I'm still worried. What if the first bus is full, and I have to wait for the next one? That might make me late too.
Oh, I've never had that problem. The first bus at 6 a.m. is usually pretty empty. Most students don't want to get up that early. If you leave 10 minutes earlier than me, you can definitely get a seat. And even if the bus is a little slow, you'll still have time to grab a coffee before class, which is way better than rushing, because the train's late.
And if the bus doesn't work out, the bicycle is still a backup. I used to cycle to school when I lived a little farther away, and I didn't have to worry about traffic jams. The only downside someone mentioned before is that cycling's inconvenient on rainy days, because you have to wear a raincoat, but you can keep a foldable umbrella in your bag, or just switch to the bus that day.
That makes sense. Having a backup plan would ease my worry. I think I'll start with the first bus next week, and if it doesn't work, I'll look into buying a second-hand bicycle. It's way cheaper than a car, and I could use the extra exercise too.
Yay, that's a good call. If you take the 6 a.m. bus, we might even run into each other. We can walk to the classroom together after getting off.
Perfect! And if you need help picking out a bicycle, just tell me. I know a few good shops near campus that sell affordable used ones. No need to spend a lot when you're just starting out.